Hello everybody. Are you tired of being boxed in those Zoom boxes? Today, we're going to look at an alternative. Hey everybody, Rabbi David here, your Torah tech guy. Welcome to Torah Tech Tips live this week, where I strive to give you great tips for your great Torah. So we have been sitting in Zoom meetings forever, and Zoom meetings are great, but it can start to feel a little claustrophobic with everyone in those little boxes. So I want to share with you one of many alternatives. They all are kind of the same genre. This is the one that I've come to appreciate the most, and it's called Spatial Chat, spatial.chat. So let me take you in and we'll take a look at it. So this is Spatial Chat. Oh, I'm looking the wrong way. Sorry. My screen is over there, but I know that you guys, it looks better. Trust me. So Spatial Chat is an online environment in which people can come together and share video and share audio, share presentations, but do so in a much more, I would say, democratic way. That is to say that people have much more control over their experience than in a Zoom meeting, where it's very frontal, where the host kind of is doing all the work, right? So let me show you my space, my spatial chat space that I've created. Let me just jump over here. So in Spatial Chat, you set up different rooms that people can visit. So this is a Spatial Chat room. I'm calling this my Beit Midrash, my study hall, if you will. And now the people that I have sitting here, those are just images that I put in. So I created this room in Canva as an image, and then you just upload it. And I just put those people there so that when people came in, they wouldn't feel all alone. I don't know if you can see it. Let me try and zoom in a little bit. But here I am right here. This is my video here. And the more you zoom in, the bigger you get. Now, what's really powerful about this platform is that people can move themselves around. So as people come in, I can invite them to take a seat in one of the chairs, or as the speaker, I might put myself right up here in the middle. And again, people can zoom in or out to see the video, the videos of the people that are there. But the reason it's called Spatial Chat is that as you get closer to other people, the video circles automatically get larger and the audio gets louder. So if there were more people in here and I moved myself around next to someone, so let's pretend for a moment that this woman over here is another person, my video and her video would grow a little larger and we would be able to hear each other. I wouldn't be able to hear the person sitting far away. Spatial Chat. So you hear and interact with and see the people that you're closest to. Now, as a host, if I were leading a service or a class, I might want everyone to be able to hear me. Well, that's why there's this megaphone down here. When I click megaphone, you'll see megaphone is turned on, and now everybody in the room, no matter what their proximity to me is, will be able to hear me. If you have people spread out over multiple rooms and you want everyone to be able to see and hear you, there's also a feature for that. It's called Broadcast. When you click on Broadcast, I have my microphone turned off, so it's not working right now. But when you click on Broadcast, then what will happen is everybody else will go dark. That is to say, their video will turn off and they'll be muted, and a larger picture of you will show up, almost like spotlighting in Zoom. A larger picture of you will show up in the left-hand corner in every room. No matter where people are, in what room in your space, they will be able to see and hear you. Let me show you a couple of the other rooms that I've created here. By the way, there is a chat function, and there's also screen sharing or image sharing. So if I wanted to share my screen, let's see, I'm doing this on my iPad, so I'm not sure if it's going to work. It's not going to work really nicely for me here. If I were to do this on my desktop, I'd be able to show you a screen share. But what I plan on doing actually is I have a slideshow, a Google Slides presentation. I plan on just sort of putting it right here, right? So when you screen share, you get, actually, let me, you know what? I will pull up here. I'll do it over here in this window so that I can share it with you. Let's see. HTTP. Let's do spatial chat. All right, so let me go into this room and I want to log in. Hold on one moment here while I try and get myself logged into this. My current plan, oh, it's Rabbi David's room. Here we go. Sorry about that. All right, David, so now I'm gonna log in and I'm gonna share with you my screen share. There we go. So now, oh, that is, well, let me do this. Max screen share, there we go. Okay, so I'm actually not going to allow them to use my, oh, I guess I have to. All right, I'm gonna let them use it, yes. And I'm going to join the space. Okay. So now, here's that space again, right? My Beit Midrash. And if I wanted to share a presentation, I would just open up in Drive, whatever my presentation is. Let me pull up one of my presentations. Maybe my Shabbat service, morning services. I'll present this. And now I'm going to come back over to Spatial Chat and I'm going to screen share. And it's going to ask me, what do I want to screen share? Allow, allow, allow. Okay. So now, so it actually chose the wrong thing. Let me, oh, I see, because I have multiple things. I'm sharing multiple things. I apologize. Let me get rid of all this stuff. Go away. Go away. You can screen share multiple things. So let me do this. I'm going to bring this over here. I'm not sure if this will work, but we're going to try it. Screen share. Now it should come up. Yes. Here it comes. Oh, I see. All right. So if I were to go into Drive here, then it should work. Yeah. Let me make that full screen for you. Oh, now you can't see. You can't see the presentation. Oh my goodness. I'm still learning how to use this. I think you get the idea. Yeah, do you get the idea? I hope you do. But you can share your screen here. I usually do it with Keynote, so that's why I'm struggling with it a little bit today. Let me make this a little smaller so it fits kind of right in my screen. All right, so I can now have all of the different people sitting around here. You can see I've got myself, and here I am. And I could have my screen, my slides right here, and people can watch. All right, let me show you around some other rooms. This is a social hall that I built. I was thinking maybe for Pesach. So again, people can sit at different tables. You could assign them tables. So John, Joe, and whoever, you go to table number 1. Again, the power here is that everyone who's sitting at table 1 will be, if they're close enough together, so I maybe wouldn't have them sit in the chairs, I'd maybe have them sitting up here on the table, so they're really close together. They will only be able to hear one another. So you can have small talk in a large room with just a few people in multiple places around the room. Again, if I'm leading or if I want to lead a blessing, I might come on and I might click on this megaphone and I might broadcast or megaphone to everyone. The last space that I have here, by the way, hi Leo, thank you. Good to see you too. The last thing, this is actually a room that I created for my students because I was thinking about how can I create a space in which they can, again, be more autonomous, more engaged, and have more ownership over their learning experience. So what I did is I created this image with everything you need to know for Pesach, right? So the 14 different steps, Kadesh Urchatz Karpas Yachatz, up at the top and bottom. I've got a Seder plate. I've got the Pesach table in the middle. And then on the left-hand side, I've got matzah, 4 cups of wine, and chametz. So what I might do is, I'll have all of my students. There I am in the middle there. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. There I am. So I might have all my students. I might tell all of them, okay, everyone, come around to the table. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to find the step in the Seder where we hunt for the Afikomen. And go there, quick, right now, run there. So then they would take their video feed and move it to the right place. Now, if they end up in the right place, I would join them there and we'll all be able to hear one another. If they're not in the right place, I can come down here to the megaphone and say, wait, come over here. We're in Safon, right? Safun. We're in Safun. Or I might say to them, what do we use in the Seder to dip into salt water? And then they have to run over to the Seder plate and find the thing that we dip into salt water. Once we get over there, we'll all be able to hear each other. So just a couple of examples of how you might want to use some of these different virtual meeting spaces. For me, I have one with a Beit Midrash, maybe for classes or for services, where I would put a screen share up. I also have the social hall where people can gather and we can have sort of really allow people, kind of like in a kiddush or an oneg setting, to schmooze, to get to know each other. I could then put a picture up or a screen share up if I wanted to gather everyone's attention, use the megaphone or the broadcast function, and then maybe also creating a space where some learning can happen, where people can move their images around, their circles around. I really think that the possibilities are endless here. Now, Spatial Chat is free for now for up to 25 participants. The way Spatial Chat works is it's done by participant minutes. So the number of minutes that each participant is in each space. So you have, I think, 3,000 participant minutes on the free plan, and those recycle. That's monthly. Those recycle. So you can upgrade your plan. It's $50 a month to upgrade your plan. I have not yet needed to. Right now, there is a cap of 30 people, or is it maybe it's 50? I think 50 people in any one room. That's a technical limitation that they have. So if you are imagining having 1,000 people in one room, that wouldn't work. You could, if you upgrade your plan, have more than 3 rooms. You could have, I believe, up to 5 rooms, and you could have 50 people in each room, and then you can speak to all of them using the broadcast feature. But you can't have all of those people in one room at one time. I believe that is something they're working on. In any case, head on over to spatial.chat, check it out, and definitely visit my website, TorahTechGuy.com. Like this video, subscribe to it. I'm always sharing new tips, new tools, new apps. There's a link to Spatial Chat on the Torah Tech Guy website. And I also want to encourage those of you who are on Facebook and either the Synagogue Tech group or the Dreaming Up 5781 group to join us on Sundays. We have sort of an office hours video streaming going on. You can access it on Facebook or on YouTube. You can join us in there on Zoom. We're answering all the questions that people have. I am with much smarter people than myself there, and I hope that you can join us and continue your learning so that you can get the right tech, the right tips for your amazing Torah. All right, friends, that's it for this week. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, and I'll see you soon on Torah Tech Tips.